The embattled governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, will soon be disgraced out of office. That is what we're going to talk about in this video. Because the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has been warned that he will be disgraced out of office and that there are political forces that are working on ground to ensure that he is removed from office. That is what we're going to talk about in this video. Who made this claim and does it have any substance that Babajide Sanwo-Olu will soon be disgraced out of office if he doesn't mend his ways soon with his godfather? Now, how did this come about? And we're going to look at whether the person that is saying this thing and whether there's any element of substance in this weighty claim that he will soon be removed from office if he doesn't mend his ways. Now, who made this allegation? It was the leader of the INRI Evangelical Spiritual Church, Primate Elijah Ayodele, who gave this strong warning to Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, telling him that he will be soon disgraced out of office if he does not urgently mend the reported cracks in his relationship with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. In a statement by his media aide, Osho Oluwatosin, Primate Ayodele claimed that powerful political forces are plotting to unseat Sanwo-Olu amid growing speculation of tension between the governor and his political godfather, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The cleric emphasized that he had foreseen this fallout between the two leaders at the beginning of the second term of Babajide Sanwo-Olu. At the beginning of second term of Babajide Sanwo-Olu, he said that he foresaw this and that he warned Babajide Sanwo-Olu, but Babajide Sanwo-Olu was not listening. And this is what the primate said. I said it earlier that Sanwo-Olu and Tinubu will fight. The real conflict hasn't even started. If Sanwo-Olu isn't careful, he will be removed, Ayodele said. He pleaded with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to halt any plans aimed at politically undermining the Lagos State Governor, stressing that the current crisis could lead to Sanwo-Olu's disgraceful removal if not resolved quickly. The primate went on to say, I want to beg Tinubu not to allow them to remove Sanwo-Olu. I am calling on the governor to reconcile and avoid disgrace. Unfortunately, there are no two elders in politics anymore, only opportunists, Ayodele said. He went on to add, and I quote, he said, Sanwo-Olu must understand that people are only with him now because he's in power. Once he leaves, the respect will vanish. Anyone urging him to be strong-hearted, is setting him up for failure. If he doesn't retrace his step quickly, he will be removed in 2026, and prayers won't save him. Prayers won't save Babajide Sanwo-Olu. The primate is saying that prayers will not save Babajide Sanwo-Olu if he does not reconcile with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And that is a weighty assertion to be made by a man of God, to the level that the man of God said, even prayers would not save Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Now, are there substance in what the Primate Ayodele was saying? There are things that can be established from the statement of the man of God, quote and unquote. It is that there is a problem between the president and his godson. That has manifested even before the public. But the most glaring of it was when the governor himself went to court to stop EFCC from arresting him when he leaves office in 2027. And that was telling, given that he is the godson of the most powerful man in Nigeria today. And the EFCC is answerable to Tinubu. And you and I know that even in the APC, it was Adams Oshomole that told us that no matter how sinful you are, no matter how corrupt you are, if you come to APC, you'll be washed clean. That debt you have will be erased. So for Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who is in APC himself, to be afraid of his future when he hands over power, to the level that he had to institute a case at the High Court to stop EFCC from investigating him. And if you look at the allegation that Babajide Sanwo-Olu made in that application to the court, he also said that they are constantly harassing his aides, trying to find information against him, trying to pin something against him. So he went to court to enforce his fundamental human right. Of course, he didn't succeed. But the fact of the matter is that he had the fear that he will be arrested despite his closeness to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu by the EFCC. Tells a lot that there is a problem. In that case, Ayodele is right that there's a problem. The primate was right, there's a problem. Also, he was alleged, there was an allegation, and the presidency had kept mum about it, that Aisha Achimogu allegedly funded Atiku and P2B campaign. At least P2B and Atiku Abubakar, they have denied it. And I believe P2B and I believe Atiku Abubakar. Why so? Because I know that if the alleged money actually was from Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Babajide Sanwo-Olu cannot be seen to openly, with his name, funnel money to the opponents of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So there's not like that likelihood. But if he was involved, maybe because he was President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was so overbearing. Don't forget that for Tinubu to maintain this stranglehold in Lagos all this while since 2007, you don't do that with a clear feet or clear hands. It's with iron hand you do it. For you to be able to determine who becomes governor of an important state like Lagos State, you have to use carrot and stick approach and all that. And not everybody can take it. It's just like Fubara couldn't take it in River State, but he has now chickened out, of course. So when the election of 2023 was coming, perhaps Sanwo-Olu was silently wishing that Tinubu doesn't win, so that he himself can assert his authority as governor of Lagos State instead of operating as a surrogate of the president. There's that likelihood. And if because of that, he wants to support the opposition, looking at P2B, looking at Atiku Abubakar, and then send money to him, that's just an allegation. But that is just part of the state stories that we have heard. Gazette carried it, Sahara reporters and others carried that allegation. And you can go and Google it. Atiku Abubakar denying funneling money, receiving any campaign money from Achimogu, who is said to be a close ally of Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Of course, you know that she was on the run for some time, but she's now in the EFCC net. They have caught her. P2B also made the same denial. And all of that is tied to Achimogu's closeness or alleged closeness to Babajide Sanwo-Olu. So you can see that there is a ground that they say that the president is angry with Babajide Sanwo-Olu. They say the president felt disappointed, felt betrayed that Babajide Sanwo-Olu could release money to his opponents, to his political opponents. That's another angle to the issue of a problem. And then recently, Babajide Sanwo-Olu has tried to mend fences with him. That was why he was attacking P2B when P2B went to John Hopkins University. If you see the attack that Babajide Sanwo-Olu gave P2B, it was just to see how he can bring himself back to reckoning as a supporter of Tinubu. Because if you look at it, the statement that Babajide Sanwo-Olu released attacking P2B was signed personally by him, not by his media aide, not by his chief press secretary, not by the Commissioner of Information. Perhaps he wanted the president to know that he is the one that is attacking Obi, to show his loyalty to the president. But it's like the president was not sold by that. Instead of that, the president seemed to have gotten more upset with him by snubbing him in a recent event when he was commissioning a project in Lagos, the coastal highway in Lagos. That's the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway. After that, Babajide Sanwo-Olu sort of retaliated by being absent when the president was kicking off the reconstruction of the road leading to the Lagos deep sea port. It was conspicuously absent. So you can see that in that perspective, the primate, whether you agree with him, as a prophet or man of God or not, is right that there is a problem. But can the idea that there are people who want him to be removed, that he can be removed, he can be removed, because President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has shown that he has the final say in Lagos, even as he's now resident in Abuja. He has the final say. And when they remove Obasa, the president turned the table against the governor. And if the president gives the House of Assembly of Lagos the go ahead to impeach Babajide Sanwo-Olu, he will be a governor. In a few hours, they will remove him from office. So the primate is right in that perspective. That's my take. Given the structure of Lagos, given the structure of the assembly, given that all the structures in Lagos are controlled by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the primate is right that he can easily be removed. He can easily be disgraced out of office. And that the only savior for him is to go and mend fences with his boss. That's my take on this matter, is for him to mend fences. If he's trying to fight, he may end up just like there's no way for him, because it's not like Fubara is even a better position than him. Fubara is in a better position because at least there are several people that were able to be with Fubara and all that. Babajide Sanwo-Olu would just easily fade away. It just fade away. So what the man of God was saying, to my understanding, is basically the whole truth. That's what the future holds for Sanwo-Olu if he doesn't mend fences with the president. That's my take. And I don't know what to think about Ayodele's, Primate Ayodele's prophecy, and which he issued a statement to give bite to it, and that he was sure that Babajide Sanwo-Olu will be removed by 2026 if he doesn't mend fences quickly with his boss. I don't know what to think about this, but that is the story of our politics. Godfatherism. It is very well entrenched in Lagos. That Lagos is the photo image of Godfatherism in Nigerian politics. And from all indication, I do not think that Babajide Sanwo-Olu has built any structure to be able to challenge President Bola Ahmed Tinubu right now. He would have been able to do that if Tinubu was not announced as the president of Nigeria by INRI. Once he was announced, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and this kind of problem come up, that president is very suspicious of him, not comfortable with him. He ought to know that he cannot fight. They fight and win. And the man of God even went to the extreme, saying that even prayer cannot save Babajide Sanwo-Olu. That's how the man of God saw it. But I see it with my own human knowledge that given the facts on ground, Babajide Sanwo-Olu will find it difficult to fight President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and survive. That's my take. Whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.